Hello everyone, Clint here. I hope everybody is doing great today. I just want to talk real quick about the Galaxy Watch 4 and specifically some bands. I did a video review of these Silicone bands here, these nice silicone bands that come in different colors. These have been fantastic for me. I've still used these all the time. They work really well. They've lasted no problems. You know, these are silicone, so I wanted to like step it up just a little bit to see if I can get a little bit nicer looking band. Wanted to step it up just a little bit here and get a leather band. This particular band is actually a leather hybrid band, and I can explain to you why those look really good. I really like these just because you never know, especially in my job, where I might be just sitting in an office, but then suddenly I'm out somewhere where I'm sweating to death or something. And having these hybrid bands where you have the nice leather, real leather on the outside, and then a silicone kind of situation in the inside, which keeps the sweat and all that kind of funk from your leather band. Now, of course, you wouldn't want to, it's still leather, so you don't want to be showering with this thing or, you know, swimming or anything like that. But these particular bands are made by, let's see here, made from a company called Vicarior. The ones that I purchased here come in the brown and the black. As you can see here, they're fairly reasonably priced, $17. You know, I don't like to spend a lot of money on bands. I know some people do. But I changed my bands out so much that it doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense for me to spend a lot of money on them. Plus I switch watches so often too, and sometimes it doesn't work. But these are great because these are the gapless version, and I can show you real quick here. I have a set of bands that is also brown leather and also a hybrid. I've had this one for a long time. As you can tell, it's getting a little worn out. I used to use it on my active 20 millimeter bands, which I think is too small for a band. That's why I like the gapless, or the gapless bands. But you can tell the difference there if you can look at that. How I think this just looks a lot better, a lot more stylish when you have that gapless band, and then it kind of spreads out to a little bit wider band than the 20 millimeter, basically the 22 millimeter that the old Galaxy Watch used to be. I think that looks really, really nice compared to these bands. Yeah, that gapless looks really well. And one thing you really you have to test also, specifically with these gapless bands, because everybody here got probably a silicone band that came with a Galaxy Watch 4, and frankly, that band is just awful. I took it off almost immediately, and that's because it just doesn't fit your wrist correctly. I still don't understand what Samsung was thinking on that, but I heard their leather ones are a little bit better. But you know, on the Samsung one, you get this giant gap right here on these two sides, and this brand right here definitely fits really nice. It snugs right up to it. You can tell right there. Yeah, good. It's nice and soft. The silicone is really soft too. It's actually a really comfortable band, is what I'm trying to say here. I really like it, and it looks sharp. It looks really sharp. I do like the brown band with the black watch. I think it looks really good. Let's take a look at real quick what the black one looks like. Okay, as I put this black one on, I do want to point out something here, and that is the little knobs here that help you get the band on and off. I don't know why it is, but some of these, like Samsung's, if you can tell, that little nib just barely sticks out, and you really have to push down in it to get a hold of it. And these bands are just like the Silicone bands, where that nib sticks really out really well. It doesn't get in, it's not going to poke you or anything like that, but it sticks out really nice. It makes it able to grab that and get it onto your watch. These ones are a little tricky with the gapless bands, because you got to pretty much go from the bottom, because they don't go too well from the top at all. But man, as you can tell, that just went right in there, and man, that looks good. Look at that. Oh yeah, first time I've put this black one on. Oops, helps to get the watch band on properly, right guys? That's where I'm just talking about it. There we go. Yeah, that looks really nice. That looks great. I really like that. Let's see what it looks like on the wrist. Okay, here it is on the wrist. Yeah, that looks really nice. I like that. I like that a lot. It's nice and black. You can definitely tell it's a leather. And with that silicone backing, that hybrid part, it's really comfortable. It's nice and soft. Feels really good. Doesn't do that gap thing there at the top. Yeah, what do you guys think? Think that looks pretty good? I definitely think that looks pretty good. Yep. And then the last one I wanted to show real quick is a link band. I've always had a link band for my watches. I still have one, but they're all the silver. And this year I went with the black Galaxy Watch 4, and my Galaxy Watch Classic is actually it's actually black too. I don't have a band on it right now because I was showing them to y'all. It's actually black too, so I wanted to get a black link one. And one thing that I really like about this particular one, and this one is made by LDFAS. They make a lot of watch bands. This one is the No Gaps Titanium Black, which I thought, okay, titanium, what's that going to do for me compared to, you know, the great stainless steel? Well, I can tell you what it does is it looks really great. As you can tell, it's like a matte black, just like the matte black of the watch. This is going to match perfectly, and it's extremely light. Really, really light. Another cool part about this particular watch, and I don't know if it's LDFAS's, are all of their link bands like that, but it has a spring mechanism in here. And if you've ever done a link band, you know you have to like pry these pins out and you pull them all the way out, and you usually got to pull them out the bottom here. But this one right here specifically is like a watch band. Where it's like little spongy, so you can just kind of push it in a little bit and then peel it off, and then it pops right out, and it's like spring loaded instead of having to jam it all the way through there. It took me a minute to figure that out because I was used to the other bands, but this one looks really, this one works pretty good. I really liked it. Let's take a look at how that particular one works. Okay, I got that watch band off, and let's see here. These ones I did learn specifically you have to put them in a certain way. It's kind of cool because it has the double clasp on there, and I couldn't quite figure out what that meant. However, if you put a link band on a gapless one, you'll figure it out pretty quickly. But you have to kind of like set that piece in there from the bottom, and then you squeeze both of these guys together. And it'll lock right in there, and it's actually really easy to change out. It took me a while to figure out what the heck I was, to figure it out, because I was definitely doing it wrong. But yeah, you just come in from the back right there, and you can just put it on there. And then the second one's a little trickier, but not too bad, really. Once you get it set in there, it kind of lines itself up, and then you can just pull those things together and then lock it in there. There you go. And now look at that. Look at that. That looks fantastic. Look at that. That matte finish goes perfectly with the matte finish on the Galaxy Watch 4. Looks really nice. I really like it. If you notice, this one has specifically a little notch for it to let the speaker sound out. The speaker is directly right behind there. And so that works out really well. This is pretty well designed. Well-designed watch band. Let's see what it looks like on. Yeah, and that is with it on. It looks fantastic. I really like, I mean, that is no gap whatsoever. It is super, super comfortable. I think this is probably the first link band that I was able to sleep with without any problem, because it's so light. And it's super, super comfortable. No pulling of everything, and it just looks great. I mean, it just matches the watch really well. I really like it. It's a little bit pricier than the other ones. I'll show you real quick. Yeah, like I said, here on Amazon, it is a little bit pricier. If you do have the other color, the silver stainless steel one, or the silver Galaxy Watch, they do make it in silver and they make it in black, but it's $37, which I still think is great for a titanium case watch or titanium metal band. So I think it's really, really great. I think it's going to be pretty decent. Like I said, it looks really nice. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to show a couple extra bands that I bought. I haven't gotten a band video out in a while. These are really nice bands. I'll leave links below for all of them. If you like the leather hybrid model, these ones are really good. And then I'll leave a link to the silicone ones that I use, and of course this really nice looking link band. I want to thank everybody for staying to the end if you made it this far, and I will see you on the next one.